Everyone says the secret of a great taco is the salsa. A taco expert will argue about spice levels, about acidity, about recipes. But a true taco connoisseur knows something deeper. The real secret is the tortilla. Because when the tortilla is fresh, warm, properly nixtamalized, it doesn't compete with the meat, it elevates it. It changes the way your palate perceives flavor. It creates that emotional hook that makes you come back. The salsa gets attention. The tortilla earns loyalty. So what happens when that heart becomes industrial? Today, we're not talking about tacos. We're talking about tortilla machines and whether they actually make money. Platforms like Taste Atlas often highlight tacos across different regions, including fusion interpretations in places like Texas. But tradition still carries weight. Recognition from the Michelin Guide, including the Michelin star awarded to El Califa de León, reinforces something powerful. The birthplace of the taco still defines the benchmark. And at the center of that benchmark is the tortilla. But culture aside, let's talk business. Let's start with real numbers. I'm not guessing. These prices come directly from publicly listed manufacturer pages and distributor listings. For example, machines from Super Tortilla Machines list T3500 flour tortilla machine, roughly $6,300 to $6,800. T5000 automatic grill version, roughly $16,000 to $17,000. Larger industrial corn systems like the C9000D, listings around $38,000 plus. These are not YouTube estimates, they're manufacturer listings. That's your starting capital before you even produce one tortilla. And remember, the machine is not the business, it's just one line item. Food production is regulated. Here's what most Make Money with Tortillas videos ignore. You will need legal entity formation, LLC strongly recommended for liability protection, business license, health department inspection, food safety certification, commercial kitchen approval, fire department clearance if using gas, ventilation compliance, liability insurance, product liability insurance. If selling packaged tortillas, nutritional label compliance, ingredient disclosure, expiration dating, potential barcode registration. You cannot just buy a machine and start selling. Food is liability, and liability has cost. Now, let's talk revenue potential. Retail price listings published by rsmmexfoods.com, a distributor platform that publishes wholesale and retail tortilla pricing for multiple sizes and formats, show flour tortillas in the 10 to 14-inch range, retailing roughly between $2 and $3.30 per dozen. That translates to roughly 18 cents to 30 cents per tortilla at retail. That's the ceiling of what consumers are used to paying. Wholesale will be lower. This isn't emotional pricing, it's commodity pricing. Corn tortillas, lower price per unit, higher volume required, strong competition. Flour tortillas, slightly better margin, easier production process. Large burrito tortillas, 10 to 14 inches, higher perceived value, better wholesale pricing, strong B2B potential, lower volume needed for the same revenue. This is strategic positioning. Are you competing with supermarket stacks of 100 or supplying premium wraps to local restaurants? That decision changes your ROI entirely. Let's model a moderate operation. Production, 5,000 tortillas per day, 26 days per month, 130,000 tortillas monthly. Wholesale price, 20 cents average. Gross revenue, $26,000 per month. Now expenses, raw materials, 5 cents average per tortilla. equals $6,500. Labor, 2 employees at $18 an hour, approximately $7,000 monthly. Rent, $2,500. Utilities, $800. Insurance, $400. Miscellaneous and maintenance, $1,000. Total operating expenses, approximately $18,200. Estimated net, approximately $7,800. That's a 30% margin scenario, optimistic but possible. But if wholesale price drops to 17 cents, revenue becomes $22,100. Net drops significantly. Small pricing shifts matter in commodity businesses. Startup costs example. Machine, $25,000. Additional equipment, $15,000. Build-out and permits, $10,000. Total, $50,000. If net profit averages $5,000 per month, break even approximately 10 months. If net drops to $2,000, break even approximately 25 months. That's assuming no equipment breakdown, no failed inspections, no sudden rent increase. Food businesses fail not because tortillas taste bad. They fail because math was wrong. Established tortillerias with loyal customers, supermarket price wars, flour cost volatility, gas price increases, equipment downtime, health inspection penalties. This is not passive income. This is operational business. Remember the beginning of this video? The warm tortilla, the aroma, the subtle elasticity. That sensory experience can be scaled, but scaling removes romance. When you industrialize the heart of the taco, you must replace emotion with efficiency. The salsa gets the spotlight. The tortilla builds the empire. If you control the tortilla, you influence perception, you influence loyalty, you influence repeat customers. But control comes with cost, regulation, competition, risk. Run the numbers, understand the permits, model the margins. And after all that, if you still believe in the tortilla, then maybe you're not just buying a machine. Maybe you're building a business. Homemade is just so much better, just like Abuelita used to make. Buen provecho.